Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Luck-Based Degeneracy, where art is all luck-based. I am your host, Kreat-Like-Crete.
And I am your co-host, Absolonanonymous.
And I am the guest, Jeetdoh.
He's
Yay!
Yes, it's everyone in the crowd say hi to Jeetdoh. Hi Jeetdoh!
I'm gonna do the thing like you did with the last episode where it's like distorted children screaming.
Yeah, except this time instead of where it was missed, where I put children cheering, it's gonna be children screaming.
Oh no!
Oh no.
I'll have giant laser blasts firing because Jeet's all about robots, so it's like, oh, he's a giant robot.
Yay!
Big dough.
Oh,
Big
no.
dough.
Big dough. But,
Is my voice here okay?
Yeah, we
we can hear you. We just fine,
Sweet.
man.
So actually, that was why I wanted to sort of start off with Jeet.
Giant robots, huh?
Well, not giant robots, but it was more of a since a lot of people know you for the very obvious, this whole fat art thing. It's more a question of, so where did you get inspiration to start, drawing in the first place?
Drawing in the first place. Just drawing in general?
Just art or drawing in general. Like, what was your biggest inspiration, or what was your starting point?
If I have to, if my mom had to answer it, she'd say I was drawing since I was 3.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of my thing. But really, when I really started drawing when I was in, what do you call it? I remember drawing forever, but when I wanted to draw manga or comics, that was in 4th grade, I think.
Mm-hmm.
You were in middle school.
Yeah.
That's
because
elementary school.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Because
Elementary school.
Yeah.
My bad. I don't know how to do stuff.
It's alright. So you start out like a lot of us, where when you were younger, you just said, "I think drawing is cool, and I like this one thing."
This one very
I want
thing.
many things as a kid. I want to be a paleontologist because I like dinosaurs.
Oh wow, we have another friend who likes dinosaurs who was on an episode.
Hey man, I watched the hell out of those Land Before Time sequels as a kid.
Oh shit, me too.
The sequel specifically.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, I watched the first one too.
Yeah, I know.
Man, I watched all of them.
I remember
You-
specifically watching the one that had like the eclipse.
Ooh.
Which was that one?
The one where it's like I think it was like Littlefoot, I forget the dinosaur with the long neck, and he had to like discover himself or something, and then something about an eclipse, and they were supposed to push it back, even though it's dumb, but it was like they didn't know any better because they were dinosaurs.
Wait a minute, you're telling me some giant, flat-foot, stupid motherfucking dinosaurs stopped the eclipse by pushing it?
Well, they thought it was the end of the world, right?
Yeah, but I'm just saying that the idea of they pushed it, so they just did they literally do the Patrick Star and they just pushed Earth out of the way?
No, they
They
didn't
flew
do
up into the
that.
sky like fucking Goku, and they're just like, we're gonna push the planet out of the way so that the sun doesn't make it too hot.
How did he go into space?
I'm just gonna not say anything and let you imagine it, because that's gonna give you more inner turmoil than me just explaining it fully. So I'll let you stew in that idea that a bunch of dinosaurs pushed the Earth out of the fucking way.
Oh god!
The world.
They flew up into the atmosphere, and Littlefoot's like, Kamehameha, and he just, it's gone. The sun just disappeared. There's never an explanation, and everyone went home.
He actually, Littlefoot is the one who caused the death of the dinosaurs.
He grew up to be Frieza.
Yeah, he was.
Oh no! I knew there was a connection between that bald head.
Everything comes together.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that's also the part 2 of the question was I don't know if it would get into any specifics for you, but what was where did you get the idea for yogurt? Was there any Was she like a character you made when you were younger, or did you not make her up till you got older, or what? Like, where was the inspiration for that kind of stuff for you?
It was older. In Thailand here, my friends kind of invited me to do this comic fighting thing. It's called comic fighting event, which, there's kind of like, how do I put this? It's like a tournament arc where you put your character in there, and you fight with another person's character, which you draw. We draw turns. Mm-hmm. Like you draw your turn, and you see what happens, and then you throw it off to the other person, and they continue. If you've seen my robot character, if Lily, yeah, she was made for that. Yeah, and Yogurt was kind of the same thing. Yeah, that was the next year I did one for Yogurt. That was when I was in early college. Dude, Yogurt was pretty late in the game.
Dude, that sounds really cool. I kind of want to start one of those with friends. Just everyone goes into somewhat of a little tournament arc, and everyone gets to make little fights between characters. Obviously, you'd have to exclude those guys, or the Mary Sues, where it's like, oh yeah, they win because they're just better than everybody. They're just stronger than everybody. Also, they can fight well.
Yeah, they can fight well.
That's just their superpower.
Bio, they can fight well.
Yeah, I'm sure I have those comics of Yogurt in there somewhere.
I'd personally,
sure, if I can find them.
If you can, but if you can't, it's fine. But I'd be interested to see how you did it.
Yeah. But it was an earlier iteration of Yogurt.
I'd like to see the ground zero for your flagship girl.
But yeah, and for Yogurt herself, actually, the concept was way different before this happened. This all happened. Yeah, it wasn't an island with all these myths attached to it. It was just pretty much I just wanted the. Sounds really weird, but no, it just sounds really basic. It's more of an overweight boxer who just wants to get thinner. But I named her Yogurt because, it's the opposite of what you think of a slim person would sound like.
No, but the funny thing is, I think Absolon knows this because I've talked to him about my Lily, where her original design, her original design was also super basic, where she was just some world-class fighter who got cursed by a demon, so it's already, what I literally just said was about as generic as it gets. And yeah, she was cursed by a demon to where she couldn't overeat, otherwise she'd get really fat. And that was the whole premise, and it's about as stupid as it sounds, because it was. But then after that, I took the idea of that, and the next idea I had was that she was just really small, and she wanted to go up in the weight classes to become world heavyweight champion, starting from really low, so she would get a lot of weight on her. So it's kind of like the opposite, where she wanted to get heavier so that she could beat heavier opponents, despite being, a foot shorter than they were.
Yeah, Yogurt's origins aren't really fetish based. I knew at that point I kind of already like big ladies, but I just want to create a character with that body type. Yeah,
I find that interesting.
I'm sure the community would probably like, oh, why don't you make a fish comic? No, it kind of goes against.
Yep.
Whatever.
But some people thinking that
the only part that you would get any interested in is that she got big at one point. That's it. And it's kind of been a pain in the ass for her.
I mean, yeah, that's the main reason anyone reads any of those comics online, is just they just want to see the one part. They don't care about the build up or anything. Some do, but most of them are just there for when does she get big?
Is this going to be like the Banner Galactic case, which is comic?
No.
Where he made his own non-fetish comic? But people didn't seem to like that?
Yeah.
Because they want, Didn't
Trinity Fate try something like that too? I'd heard that he tried his own non-fetish thing and it went down really fast. He got like 3 chapters.
I don't know.
As far as I've heard, and this no one quote me on this because I have no real hard evidence of it, but I'd heard that he did a non-fetish comic, and it only got like 3 chapters in before everyone was like, "Why are you doing this? Just go back to making fat art, you big stupid loser who wants to do his own thing, loser."
Regardless of quality, I still respect people who try to attempt to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I wasn't making fun of him for doing it. I was just saying that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he really he wanted to get one out there, and just people just kind of tore him up for it, or just really kind of pooped on him for it.
Yeah, I get torn up just for drawing normal shit.
I still can't believe that. I say it all the time, but I just can't believe that there's just not a basic appreciation for art in general online. Unless you're doing a specific thing, no one really gives a shit, and I can't. I always find that so surprising that some people they are literally just there for like one thing. They aren't there to see someone get better or see them grow as an artist and do other things. They're just there for just that one thing. And even at like higher levels,
not. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I know not everyone's like that, but yeah, there's a vocal group of them. They're like,
Well, you've had experience with them. They exist.
Yeah.
Like I said, just even at like a super high level, like I can understand for the people who are small time or just starting to get their footing in, but yeah, when you told me stories of people or just show me legitimate screenshots of people literally saying, yeah, no one cares about your art, and I'm thinking like, this guy, not the dude talking, but I'm thinking like, Jeet's like, you're like one of the better artists I'd say in this entire community, and people are giving that kind of shit. Like your non-fetish stuff is like really good, like super high quality, and just
thank you, man.
No, yeah, I'm not even trying to play you up or anything.
I know.
I'm just saying that like your stuff is super great, but these people just they're so in the fat fetish thing that they don't even care that you're doing some like really high caliber stuff, and that just always surprises me that you show me that, and it's
yeah. It is kind of heartbreaking. I mean, these people don't matter in the end. Like,
yeah, but still,
it is discouraging to hear. Like, oh,
yeah, just
there goes my day, I guess.
Well, I guess I'm just a big bowl of fuck, ain't I?
Oh well, back to the drawing board, I guess.
Well, time to draw yogurt fat for the 35th time today. Whoopsie daisy.
Yeah, even with the fat stuff, I've noticed that I've really been downplaying it a little bit. It's not as weirdly fetishist as it was back in the early years. Whereas it feels more tame, if that makes sense.
No, I get you. I've sort of been myself trying to dabble in, just not even taking it too seriously anymore because it's not my main focus. So I'm mostly just trying to do it. If I have like an idea for a drawing that I want to put up, I'll do it. But I'm not gonna break my back trying to make something new. I'm more of a trying to get in with, bigger things, and it's the prophecy of the BBW Chan post, the one that you and Matcha, Kip Tete and all.
Oh,
which you could talk about that because Matcha only went a little bit into it, but
so did Bamboo.
Yeah, the prophecy. It was Bamboo. Sorry, but the
Bamboo. He talked about it.
Yeah, the prophecy of that, where people, the new talent sort of comes in and kind of gets lambasted and not even worth the try, and then people who have been in it for a while just realize, wait, I'm getting better at art, and this isn't very lucrative, so I'm just gonna go do my own thing, and then just dies off. Just a very prophetic post. I'm very proud of that guy, whoever it was.
Wasn't it like Foxfire or something?
Foxfire. People say that. I mean, I have no confirmation on it though.
No,
I don't really know who that is. But...
I know the identity of the guy who did that post.
I could censor it out if you just want to say it. Some very interesting.
It's okay. Matcha knows the identity.
Yeah.
He's the one who told me, like, oh, now it makes sense.
I'm actually super interested.
Is it not Foxfire?
No.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't.
Dude, I'm like super interested to hear now, and I swear I'll censor it out.
Yeah, no, I'm not. We're not pressuring you or anything, but you know, like you've piqued our curiosity.
Maybe after hours. Oh, maybe okay, maybe.
Maybe okay. Afterwards, yeah.
Censor it out. Censor it out. Got me.
Oh no! I can't believe that the fucking rats chewed through all the wires again when right as Jeet was about to reveal who shot JFK.
That's not what happened, Kreat. You just cut it out so you can actually tell us in secret.
Up! Allow me to have some fun with this, for God's sake.
I'm having fun with it too.
Yeah, because you could just be like, oh yeah, Kreat does a funny joke. Actually, it wasn't a funny joke. It was just Kreat being retarded again. He eats toenails.
I mean, do you not eat toenails?
Yeah, actually, you're right. It's like a.
How do they taste like?
They taste like coconut.
Oh, surprising! I knew it.
But yeah, now that I was actually curious as to hear your perspective on that, the whole thing, because in the episode where we had Bamboo on and we talked about it, we got a little bit of blowback from some of the commenters saying, yeah, just talking about talking about like one aspect of that whole, thing.
Because we brought up the piracy issue and we didn't really
That's all we talked about.
Go anything else.
Yeah, which is fair.
Yeah. Sure.
So, do you want to go into any of that, the whole thing, and your little public stunt or just public display of doing it with Matcha, Kiptete, and all them?
Should I?
I mean, if you
at this point, I'm like.
I mean, if you're beyond it, you don't. If you don't want to talk about it all, you don't have to. But I was just wondering to hear like your whole take on it, just sort of how you, Matcha, Bamboo, and Kip all just kind of agreed to do that. Yeah, just to make that one.
I was kind of 50-50. I'm like, should I do that?
Should I do that?
But hey, I went on and did it anyway. There were just no excuses.
I liked yours and Bamboo's the most. The one where you did the Queen, the Bohemian Rhapsody thing. That was fantastic. Yours is my favorite.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, we're not trying to get you in any hot water.
It could be it could be argued whether it was handled well or not, but
people talking at least.
At the end of
moving on.
At the end of the day, I think we can both agree that it's a controversial,
at least,
thing that shouldn't really be discussed on a podcast.
The only part I regret doing it was that it kind of left my page was a toxic air there. Oof. Yeah, that was the only part I was not proud of. But oh well, you learn.
Yeah, well, I mean, at least you sort of handle it that way, and I respect you for, doing what you thought was right, despite what other people might have said about it. So yeah. I don't feel too bad about it.
Bamboo and I have no beef. He was just he kind of apologized, like, oh man, sorry for dragging into my BS.
Yeah, because I heard it was.
It's okay. Yeah.
I heard it was after a trip you guys all took, and hadn't.
I didn't think they were gonna do it for real, but I guess we're doing it.
I guess this is happening.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yay, let's move on to something else.
Yeah, Absolon. Sure. Let's move on to something else. Stop making the poor boy feel bad.
No, it's cool.
Well, okay then. I don't even remember doing anything, but okay.
Well, now you do. I put in your head cerebral assassination.
Oh god.
Oh.
I've been cerebral assassinated. What will I ever do?
You're gonna die, because...
Oh yeah, I'll just not think.
That's an easy part.
I remember not thinking.
That's the part you didn't even know. Lame-o.
Oh,
Did you
no.
just call you lame-o? You just let him do that?
I was
What?
talking to you, Kreat, but okay.
Gee, he just called you a lame-o. Now he's trying to blame it on me.
Yeah, Jeet, you're a lame-o.
Oh, shit.
Lame.
Oh. Okay.
Let's be a warning to anyone who wants to be on the podcast. We don't play nice.
Yeah, we
Okay.
throw down some hot roasts. You can't handle it. Nerf or nothing.
Tasty roast.
Yeah, it's nerf or nothing in here.
Yeah, you having fun yet? Bitch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Too bad.
Well, the fun ends here.
Oh my god.
Nah, but...
Oh,
I was doing...
I'm not a pro at the roasting part. Clearly.
I was doing slight research the other day, because I've been sort of on a kick of Evangelion, like I get throughout the year.
Oh, wow.
Throughout the year, it goes in waves for me. At least at one point in the year, I'll be slightly obsessed with learning as much as I can about Evangelion, then it just sort of leaves my mind till the next year.
Oh, this spiral.
Yeah, no, that's Gurren Lagann. But but yeah, I was looking it up, and I never watched what's his name, Super Eye Patch Wolf, and I never watched his video on it. And according to him, because there's no real hard evidence for it, but according to him, there's some coincidences that actually point to. There's for those of you in the crowd who don't know, Neon Genesis Evangelion was supposedly, according to rumor or from other sources, to have had a budget of only $1 million, or not $1 million, but something really low for a TV anime. And it somehow still got made and had the animation quality it did. And then, because of the last couple of episodes, the last two, where it's all storyboard, everyone thought they just ran out of budget.
This myth.
Yeah, and
that
was sort of that's sort of not really what I was gonna start talking about, but yeah, I'm just saying I watched it again, and I fucking love that show. So good.
It's a controversial show.
Oh yeah, I know that much, especially with the rebuilds.
Yeah.
Don't even know what those are.
It's the ones where
I know what it is. I'm fucking with you.
Okay, well, it's the one where Shinji turns into a giant bunny and he hops all over everything, and they call it the third impact.
Oh no, because he jumped 3 times.
Yeah.
He did the Mario triple jump and he went, my dad is dead.
My dad doesn't.
People are still waiting on that 4.0.
Oh yeah.
I guess.
I'm waiting.
Is it ever actually gonna happen? Or is
maybe?
I don't know at this point.
Dekiano just gonna be? I'm too depressed to do anything anymore.
Am I gonna do it? Am I not gonna do it? I'm gonna do it.
Personally, just finish already, Arno. I want to see you do other stuff.
He did
I like the stuff that you and your protege were doing.
Didn't you do Die Buster?
No.
Or Gunbuster.
His protege did Die Buster.
Oh.
You know, him and his protege kind of went out and did Studio Kara. You know, not with Gainax anymore, because that's a ghost town.
He should make...
Gainax?
He should make...
Gainax keeps talking about making Gunbuster 3 and whatever. I'm like, oh, please no.
Please no.
Oh, no.
Like, why would you follow up on that? Like, you see what happens when a Gainax co-production, you know, without the original creators were on it.
Oh.
Look like those Fooly Cooly animation.
Oh yeah, I never actually watched that, the second Fooly Cooly season. I hear...
I did.
Was it good? There's another...
What did you think?
No. It's just,
It's meh.
Kinda meh.
That's sort of how I am with the first one. I'm actually not that big a fan of the first Fooly Cooly, even though all of my friends and a bunch of people I know all say, yeah, Kreat, fucking Fooly Cooly is the best thing since sliced bread. I think, yeah, it was alright. I didn't really like it that much. You know, as I say after saying, oh yeah, I'm obsessed with Evangelion. But then, you know, I also say in the same breath, yeah, but I don't like Fooly Cooly that much. People are gonna say, oh, well, there's a bit of a, you know, double think there.
There's a lack of consistency.
Because, you know, Fooly Cooly is all about the implied shit, and it's got all them symbols and symbolism and, you know, oh, the themes. But I'm just like, yeah, it's
Look at what this guy does. He suplexes his forehead erection.
Yeah.
And it gets super hard.
Get it? Because he likes the girl, and that means it is his PP.
Ha ha ha.
It's all about puberty, dude. Because, you know...
Dude, didn't you get it? It's about the fucking puberty. Because he got... head
It
thing.
means he got head from... What's her name? Haruko. He got head.
He's like standing here. He's like, what are they talking about?
Nah, I know what you're talking about.
You don't.
He's just trying to make me feel embarrassed again.
Yeah, that's what I do with people. I make them
all
feel
he does to
embarrassed
me,
and
G.
Trust me, if you watch the new Fooly Coolies, you probably turn around like, you know what? Maybe the original was probably better than I thought.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said when I saw the Berserk 2016 animation. I said, you know what? Maybe my glasses were on all the time. Were on this whole time. Maybe my glasses were on this entire time.
Your glasses.
Just put your glasses on, nothing will be wrong.
But yeah, you know, you like what you like. But on the technical level, I feel like it is definitely amazing.
Yeah, I mean, animation's beautiful, all that, and it's great. But just...
And it's just kind of the creator's mind just throwing whatever he wants on the screen.
I can appreciate that.
That was true.
And I can...
Literally 3D scanning his hand into the goddamn thing. You know, where he picks up the iron. That's his hand!
Oh my god.
His fingerprints were literally on the thing, man.
That's amazing.
It's crazy.
Sounds really cool.
It's literally whatever was on his mind.
Yeah, it was.
I guess since we're talking about more shows, or just sort of go in this direction at the moment, Kill la Kill. What'd you think? Now that's been many years.
I liked it.
I thought it was... I hate saying it, but yeah, I thought that was pretty good. I didn't really get the whole appeal of it, and that's just me. I'm not even trying to be, you know, oh yeah, I did edgy, contrary opinion.
You don't have the same opinion as everybody else.
I'm not trying to be the contrarian guy. I'm just trying to say that it didn't. The only thing I really remember from it was Gamagori was hilarious, and the intros were both really good.
Yeah. Hey, Jeetdoh.
What I will say, it's at least memorable. Because, you know, so many anime these days, you just watch and it just kind of flies by. Not Kill la Kill, though. It's gonna be stuck there, even if you thought it was kind of.
And
but yeah,
for more than one reason.
Even though I kind of prefer Gurren Lagann over it.
So much better.
But yeah, I still like Kill la Kill.
Who are you, Absolon? What do you think about Kill la Kill? Because I know you've done Kill la Kill art.
No.
Yeah, you have.
No. Don't look at my gallery. I don't have
anything in there. I've seen it. Yeah, I have.
You haven't.
I know the Wagyu you did, boy. I know
the fucking Ryuko you did.
Ryuko, you did that.
And you did something funny like don't lose your weight, haha, because you're fucking retarded.
Oh!
I didn't even do that. I said original title, and then everybody came up with lame, not original.
Then everyone else said don't lose your weight, and you're like motherfucker.
Yeah, give me something original to do with this character. And it was like, Fat Ryuko. And then I decided to put the revolver to my head and said, I'm gonna do it this time, I swear.
You go kill yourself.
If I hear, don't lose your weight one more time.
If I hear you say that word one more time, I swear that I'm going to not be drawing that character anymore. You've bleached that character for me. You've ruined it. I'll never do it ever again.
Ragyo, it's you could call her a pig in human clothing.
Okay, I actually like that. Out of all the past drawings, I'm pretty sure I like that one the most.
Really? Out of all the ones you've been doing recently?
Well, I mean, like, looking back, I see only flaws. But with that one, I actually liked the direction.
No, I really enjoyed that one too. And the best thing was that was your CSP like test run. It was really
good. I tested CSP and I'm like, this is actually a really good program. I'm gonna keep using it.
And today, I sort of realized how good, because I sort of had my doubts with CSP, even though a lot of manga authors nowadays use Clip Studio Paint for legit manga production.
Yeah.
And I was sort of iffy on it when I heard that. I was like thinking, unless the canvases they use are like massive, I can't really see why they would use this, because I feel like you can't get that specific, ink texture to it, or that grit that a lot of manga really has. Or I don't know, just there was something about it. And then I actually got an email from the guys who they're called Team Spiny Back, and they do English translations of Grappler Baki. And I applied to be on their team, and they sent me to be a redrawer, and they sent me a page, and then I realized as I was doing touch-up work on it, I realized, oh wait a second, this actually is actually really good for fixing up manga panels. I think CSP might actually be pretty good. That's what it took.
I've been telling
you're
you
all,
since the
you're
beginning.
all right, CSP. Yeah. You're all right.
Yeah, I told Kreat to do it, and he's like, nah. And I'm like, you pussy. And he was like,
you
okay.
little bitch.
CSP is actually not bad.
It's not bad. You're just bad at it. And I was just like, motherfucker. Yeah. And then Absolon laughed at me.
Yeah, and then then he swore he would come over to my house and take my lunch money.
Which I still haven't done yet. Need to get on that. Yeah, I'll do it in the summer.
Okay. I'm gonna get a new VPN. Hey, Jeet.
Yeah.
I think we should talk about very, very recent thing that came out a couple days ago. Endgame, did you see it?
Yeah. But do you really want to talk about it on spoiling the people?
I mean, no, I was just wondering if you thought it was a good movie.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It's, for a culmination of a 10-year plan, I think it did well. I think it's pretty good.
Do you know what the craziest part of the film was?
Kreat didn't watch it.
When Thanos was in it? I didn't expect that.
Kreat didn't watch
Nani?
it. He doesn't like the MCU. He thinks it's
no, I don't.
Man, I can't believe the part where Ant-Man jumps into Thanos' ass. I can't believe it.
Don't do it, please. Don't do it.
My favorite part.
No, don't do it.
Yo, my favorite part was when Thanos got all the
My favorite part was when Thanos memes were made, and Thanos was the meme of 2017 or 2018.
My favorite part of the movie was when Thanos by running him over with Thanos' car.
Dude, do you think of the new Joker?
My favorite part was when he did the Fortnite dance.
God. That's still, even though I don't like Fortnite, Thanos memes are super hit and miss for me. I still think it's hilarious that, for some reason, the culmination of both. In the one video, it's like Thanos Orange Justice Dance 10 hours. I don't know why, but there's something just so perfect about that. Just him doing this fucking rubber dance where his hands and all of his limbs just go rubbery, and it just keeps looping for 10 hours. I don't know why. There's something magical about that. Because people were just saying shit like, this is after Thanos won. Just did this for 10 hours.
It was after he went to his little hut.
He just ran into an open field and just started going like. No, it wasn't. That was like a boom. Yeah, it's just.
Oh, that one.
It's just that for 10 hours. I don't know why it was so perfect because. Oh yeah.
Perfectly balanced.
Oh man, that was just making me. Oh, I was gonna
What
laugh
were you gonna
about how I think Absolon said that Thanos got hit by the Thanos car, or he ran over people with the Thanos car.
Yeah, Robert Downey Jr. kills Thanos by running him over.
I was gonna say
Thanos
is the new Joker movie, is there gonna be a society car where it's the Joker's face on the front?
Yeah.
I swear to God, if he runs over somebody in the movie, I'm gonna just say it's the society car.
It's
I saw that meme. I saw that.
Yeah. You think the Joker movie is gonna
I
be
have such high hopes for it, but it's such a I really feel like Shazam was sort of like a Wonder Woman where DC gets it right for like one moment and it completely fucks up the next.
You never know. They've been getting people to actually read the comics to write the script.
Good, because Zack Snyder showed that not doing that is the easiest way to make your movie look like you're retarded.
Well,
Zack Snyder has a
you're right.
different viewpoint of fucking superheroes and all that. When you look at it, like,
here's the thing. I know
I'm not defending him, but like,
Zack Snyder said in an interview, and this is my favorite thing to quote about him. Is it
the Batman rape thing?
It was the
Wait the fuck up!
Batman was, no, it was.
Is it that one?
It was when Batman or Zack Snyder was saying, oh yeah, like someone questioned, like, Batman kills in this movie. Didn't you know that that's, you know, like one of the main rules of Batman is that he doesn't kill? And you know what he said? He said, just pretend those people aren't
that one.
Just pretend. That's what he said. Like, oh yeah. Wow.
Like it's like you should
over people with his car. Yeah,
I just love that. Yeah, just pretend.
It's like it's like you shouldn't let this guy build your cinematic universe.
Yeah.
You know, be the basis or the tone of your cinematic universe. Like if Man of Steel was kind of an Elseworlds like one-off thing, no one would have been so angry if this was an alternate universe thing.
Actually.
I mean, I'm not saying Man of Steel was bad, but the Batman vs Superman was, Justice League was, Aquaman was alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aquaman was
it was alright.
Yeah, Justice League was.
Shazam was good.
I need to see Shazam.
Was good.
Shazam was fun.
Shazam. That's what I need to do. No, I
I
haven't.
haven't seen it yet. What are you?
No, I'm a guy who doesn't have that much money. You dingo.
Yeah, you're a dummy.
And when I do have money to spend, I just spend it on food like a retard.
Yeah, why do you don't need food to survive?
Basic needs. You don't need that.
Kind of human?
No, I'm not. That's not my species. Didn't you know? I'm not human. I'm an
You're an artiste. Artistes aren't human.
What are you, Kreat? What are you?
Am I? You're right. That's actually a good question. What am I? I'm a guy who can't draw fat women, and people make fun of me for it.
Fun. Lame. And you're like, how could this happen?
And then people are all like, and then when that happens, I get in my society car and I go run over people. That's how I spend my weekends.
Okay.
How about you, Jeet? What are you? What are you?
What?
Asking me what I am. What are you?
I'm a guy who doesn't draw fat girls, and if I don't, you know, people threaten to say the N-word and call me names.
Oh no, they call you neighbor.
They call you ne'er-do-well.
They say nice. I'm glad that
that's That comment was real, by the way.
To say the N-word. I'm pretty sure that one was.
Yep.
Pretty sure that
one
was
happened.
Just a joke, but it's funny to think they were being serious.
How could I not foresee this?
Because you don't look.
I do. Because I don't think like a real.
Yeah, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I
can see that, but just why? What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you drawing
that?
Gotcha.
How could this happen to me?
Oh no, he got me. Cause you had a bad day. You take one down. You rub one out just to turn it around.
I think like the funniest things are where it's like you just say one thing, like something that leads into something else, and you just keep around and repeating the same thing. It's like, you had a bad day.
Yeah.
You had a bad day. Yeah.
It's a running joke on our server. Whenever whenever
oh really?
A song is played. One of my favorite examples is from Jet Set Radio. It was there's a song on it. It's just like the concept of love. It's one of those, and whenever it gets played, sometimes I'm just like the concept. I just keep going for as long as my breath holds out, just over and over again. Love that shit. Or rolling around at the speed of sound. Rolling around at the speed of sound.
Maybe we should stop right now before we get followers.
Before we get copyright struck because my beautiful voice. It's like, oh
yeah.
Speaking of Sonic, can't wait to see how the whole thing turned out. Oh, all right. Which Jim Carrey are we gonna see? Is it gonna be Grinch Jim Carrey?
No,
or is it gonna be?
Yes.
Is it gonna be sad Jim Carrey?
And get all the characters that Jim Carrey has ever played, and we're gonna mix them into one person. It's gonna be different.
It's gonna be Grinch Jim Carrey. I'm so excited. But no, the thing was that what I've been saying is I somewhat hope that Detective Pikachu is actually really bad, and the Sonic movie is actually amazing. just so it could be like the first real good video game movie is actually
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Fucking Sonic the Hedgehog. In the most unlikely place, it has to go up against goddamn like Nintendo and Pokemon. And yeah, then like the Sonic movie is like objectively better and objectively higher quality than Detective Pikachu. There's a part of me that really wants to believe that, or not believe, but just really wants that to happen. Where, yeah, the Sonic movie is like really good, and the Detective Pikachu movie is just awful.
You never know.
I don't know why I want that so bad. It just sounds hilarious. I just think it sounds hilarious that, you know, the Sonic movie looks and is really bad.
It's bad on a conceptual level, dude.
No, I know it is, but like I'm saying, I just want to like surprise everybody where it's like, oh wow, this is actually really good. And yeah, I'm not saying I like want it to fail. I'm just saying a part of my mind thinks that would be amazing if the first real, actually good video game movie is a terrible looking Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
Oh well. What if it's like actually good?
That's what I'm saying.
I know, but like, what if like actually good? Like the writing is actually really spectacular.
We will have to wait and see tomorrow.
I guess so.
Let's see.
God, dude, fucking Sega is really beating themselves up over letting all that happen. Because they sound like a contract, and I guess they didn't read it or something, and it gave them it gave that company total control to give like whatever design they wanted to give Sonic, and then Sega's like, shit. Because when they saw the reveal of him the first time,
didn't they hate it?
All the big guys on Twitter, all the big Sonic team members were like, "This is horrible. How could this happen?" to me.
It feels like a movie made in the 90s. You know, like Super Mario Brothers, the movie.
Oh god.
It feels like that, even down to the point of having Jim Carrey. Like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this character comes to our world and team up. Ooh.
I wonder if they're actually going to team him up with Chris Pratt.
Oh boy.
Best friends.
That's what the poster suggests.
Is Chris Pratt even in that movie?
Huh?
Or is that just a conceptual thing? I don't know.
I saw a poster. Hang on, let me get it. It's got Chris Pratt in it.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about. Is that even... I don't know.
I think it's real.
I'll put up an image of it.
What else should we talk about?
Yeah, I'll put...
How did we get here?
How did we...
Well, you see, once upon a time, God was like, yo, I need to take a shit. And then he just like dumped out the entire universe. And that's what happened.
How did we...
That's how we got here.
I thought you were going to talk about... I thought you were talking about your origin. I was thinking like, Mr. Anonymous and Mrs. Anonymous.
I just reread the Genesis.
You just reread it?
Reread it. It's 2 sentences.
Sweet.
God said...
Ugh.
God said...
God said, God said, "Let there be life," and then he said, God said, "Pee pee poo poo," and then Absalon slithered out of the darkness.
I emerged.
Oh,
I floated out in T-pose.
He's the serpent that lured, Eve to eat the damn apple. Get fat, girl. Get fat.
Yeah. If you were a god, what's one thing you would change about the world right now? Let's do a little hypothetical. If you were a god, like total omnipotence, what would you change first? What would be one of the first things?
I would
end
racism. Just kidding. That's boring. I would make.
I would make. Just kidding. I would make it worse.
Oh, oh no.
Do we need?
Should that be like on my list somewhere? Just like. Let's make. I'll remove the N-word from the English lexicon. It doesn't exist anymore. I take away the N-word. Racism ends immediately. Immediately ceases. Everybody's like, "What's that word?" And it's like, "Oh, hello, fellow African American. I see you as a person now. Due to this lack of language that was in my vocabulary, but not." And all the KKK members are like, maybe we were wrong. And then they just stop, and then everybody's happy. Can we just imagine that?
Man,
the perfect world.
Yeah, that'd be great.
But then at the cost of the N-word not existing.
Yeah, but then suddenly some really evil, just racist dude just comes out of nowhere and is just like, man, you see that annoying black guy over there? Yeah, he's such a fucking nagger. Won't shut up from me doing all my chores.
I'm pretty sure that
telling me to water my lawn.
I think we're going a little bit too far.
I didn't say anything.
I didn't say anything wrong. Yeah, I didn't say anything wrong.
Jeet said nothing. Creed is the one who's going to get us kicked off of YouTube.
I didn't say anything wrong.
Yeah, you did. You said something that sounds like it. Therefore,
if I call you a nagger, you're nagging me.
Yeah, but it's like you're making it a little too close to what it actually is.
No, I'm not. I would never implied anything.
I'm just gonna ignore
it. Just sitting here like,
I'm not gonna hear it.
All right, Jeet, you're God now. What do you do?
Fuck it. Let's leave.
You just kind of don't do anything.
Let them fight.
Let them fight.
I will bring dinosaurs back. Yeah.
Oh my god. Where are you gonna put them?
Hey man, survival of the fittest.
Honestly, dinosaurs wouldn't survive long against us. I would actually say they'd probably we would be able to deal with them really easily.
Oh look, all these military weapons.
Nuclear weapons.
Literally, yeah. All we have to do is just send a missile or two. A tank can kill a T-Rex. I am guaranteed.
Fair, that would be if they just showed up immediately. if they evolved alongside us, then we probably would be a little bit,
Are you saying that they got smart too? Like they evolved to be smart?
Well, not exactly. I mean, if you had T-Rexes running around during like the Columbus era, or when there was like during the industrial T-Rexes running around eating people, then it would probably be harder since there's no like room to grow, right? Because like you're constantly worrying about not getting eaten alive.
I mean, yeah,
I'm pretty sure that would like stunt human evolution by at least a little,
I mean, but we already have things that can, totally shit on us in a one-on-one fight. Yeah, I mean, no, but we'd like they were growing up with us during those times, like bears and all that.
Yeah,
bears can easily one-shot a human.
I mean,
we still.
But we're talking about bears. We're not talking like 20 feet tall reptiles, and
there's crocodiles in Florida.
Yeah.
Or alligators.
I'm aware about Florida. I kind of live around that area, but like you can't just like say that a T-Rex is comparable to a fucking crocodile.
It's a giant lizard.
It's not that big compared to a T-Rex. We're talking about something that's like 3 times the size of a alligator.
Okay, but I mean, in India, there's elephants, and
Elephants
in Africa,
don't
there's
eat people. Elephants
They
just
won't-
step on people.
They'll fucking crush you. Yeah, they'll fucking crush you.
Not out of like.
You're seeing your
Not
posts?
out of, they don't like actively feed on you as like a protein source. They just they eat plants. They're docile as long as you don't aggravate them.
They're territorial. Just don't go fuck with them.
Yeah, but a T-Rex, they go and like eat you.
I'm still saying I would agree that there wouldn't be. It'd definitely be a little bit more difficult to survive if T-Rexes were just hopping around wherever.
Yeah.
But I also think that I definitely don't think they'd be too much of a hassle because we eventually would create fully automatic rifles and tanks
And zoos.
Dinosaurs. Yeah, and dinosaurs are just giant targets.
Well,
so I
think we can
eventually we would just kill them.
I think we can both agree that even like whatever way that it goes, we can agree that it would not be the same as we have now.
As what you cut out?
I'm saying that we could both probably agree that it would be totally different than what we have now. Even if we did advanced stuff, it would be completely different.
You think we would build structures taller, to like get, or like maybe even build stuff underground, to, like make people safer from them? That'd actually be really cool. I think we're giving people some story ideas or creativity ideas. The whole
Mad Max,
man,
dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs eating out of my trash again, man.
Oh man,
Shoot! Get out!
Man, dude, a Triceratops came over and he peed on my entire house.
I can't believe
just
that
the whole
this Triceratops peed on my house. I'm so mad. I'm literally shaking.
No, that's a Twitter post.
Yeah, that's a Twitter post. Yeah. Like someone says, "Oh my god, I cannot believe that this dinosaur took a big shit on my Mercedes." I'm so mad. I'm literally shaking.
I'm currently driving a car. I'm currently driving a giant shit-covered Mercedes.
Yeah.
Man, just think about the fucking... Instead of cat memes, we have dinosaur memes.
I think I like the...
Screw over Doge.
I like how, like, the fact that Elon Musk changed his avatar to Edward Elric got mad at him.
Who got mad at him?
I don't know, some people. Like, a couple.
Why?
Because he's rich.
And he's not allowed to like anime?
Yeah, I guess not.
Everyone's
like calling out his character flaws. Well, look, Edward Elric, he's a character that was like learned that he was an asshole, so he kind of like changed it. Elon Musk, shake my head, SMH. Don't like the
Elon.
I don't like the fact that he has money.
Dude, Elon Muskrat has done nothing wrong.
Yeah, I don't get it. But
elongated muskrat.
Melon Musket has done nothing wrong. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Melon Musket.
Yeah, that's what I call it, Melon Musket.
It's just... That's like, what's Benedict Cumberbatch? Bumblebee counterfeit.
thought it was I thought it was. I can't remember what it was like. I thought it was. I called them Benny Bottom cucumber patch.
Burnt kumquat.
Okay.
I'm all melted.
That's pretty funny. You got me going. You made me laugh. Funny man makes
I'm
it
glad
funny.
I made you laugh.
Hello, silly man. You're gonna make it silly. It makes it silly.
Going to
So, Kreat,
I do.
what would you
Yes.
how would you change the world, Kreat?
Yeah. What if,
If I were God? Simple. I'd do what every fucking idiot in the Fat Fest community would ever want.
Make everybody
Make
skinny.
all girls skinny. Yeah.
What?
Make every girl skinny.
I was waiting for that. I knew you were gonna.
Mhm.
I knew you were gonna poke fun at it.
Of course I would.
Of course you would.
Yeah, I remember there was one guy in a server I was on where he was like really adamant that one day he said that biomechanics were going to catch up and be able to make it where people can get fat without worrying about health issues. I'm like, no, that will never happen.
Nah,
That'll
man.
never happen, dude.
this is
It's literally
unhealthy.
impossible. Not only that, it's just literally impossible. Can't change human physiology.
I mean, if you
Ain't meant to be
probably
fat.
did some weird surgery and replaced a normal human's heart with like a gorilla heart, then like maybe they'd be able to pump the blood, but that would really solve the diabetes problem, or the fact that
It's
it's like not, your body isn't made to support that much weight.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like even the funny thing is, this is gonna sound really weird to people, but bodybuilders and all that, the guys weigh like 300 pounds of solid muscle and shit.
Mm-hmm.
They are technically
Yeah.
obese because
They're overweight,
if
yeah?
yeah, they're like the human body, unless you are over 2 meters tall. Generally, the human body is not meant to carry 300 pounds because it's just not built for that. Unless, like I said, that your body just happens to be growing to a certain point where your brain's like, oh yes, I must make my bones thicker because I'm much taller. Because, otherwise they'll just snap and all that. Like, just, yeah, sorry guys, but being 300 pounds, no matter what you say, no matter what movement you make or join, just it's not good for you. It never will be. But in real talk, without poking fun at the people who get who are getting made fun of, I think I would honestly make it where like I would remove the need for bugs.
Bugs.
Yeah, I would just make it where everything had somewhat of a natural cycle, so that bugs don't exist. Because I
I'm fine with that.
prefer not. Yeah, just like don't have to worry about cobwebs in the corners. Don't have to worry about some giant fucking centipede crawling along your wall. Don't have to worry about flies and mosquitoes getting in. You can just enjoy everything just as is. Don't have to worry about nothing.
Get rid of cockroaches. I don't want those.
That's what I'm saying. Just like I would make it where all natural cycles would play out normally, and they would just go in, like I said, cycles, and bugs are just removed from the equation. Every single one of them.
Yeah, we are able to live without bugs.
Mm-hmm.
That
That would
idea.
be what I do. If I had that kind of, if I had total omnipotence, that'd be my first order
You
of
have
business.
the Infinity Gauntlet.
If I had the infinity, if I had the infinity gauntlet,
Temptation.
I would snap everything.
Okay.
Get out of here.
I'd snap into a Slim Jim, baby.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
not a Slim
Macho Man.
Jim. That's like the most powerful piece of meat in the entire universe.
Incredible.
Randy Savage died during the
Yeah.
rapture.
Randy Savage died, and he protected us from
Yep.
the forces of heaven.
His
that let
his
these
soul
people go free.
his soul was so mighty that it
stops
counted
the
for the rest of
forces.
humanity.
Yeah, it stopped the forces of heaven from descending upon our sinful earth.
Yeah.
He bought
He's
us
like-
more time.
It's like, I'll go for you, brother. Wait, no, can't say that. That's,
Oh no.
that's Hulk Hogan. That's Hulk Hogan. Can't say that. Just, oh yeah, I'm the cream of the crop. I'm gonna show you something you ain't never seen before. That kind of shit.
I don't watch wrestling. Just gonna say.
Dude, I love wrestling.
Of course you do.
Huge fan of wrestling.
Wow, the Baki guy who likes fighting and muscular men squeezing each other likes wrestling. Never would have thought.
How about you, Jeet? Do you like professional wrestling?
Oh no.
Just fucking ignore me.
No, I didn't really grow up with wrestling, I guess.
I'm scared.
I would suggest it to everybody. Like, go watch some old classic matches. They're just, it's a bit of a treat. You don't even have to know what the hell is going on. Just get to watch a bunch of dudes. Just, instead of as I like to say, my brother and I, because we're both fans of wrestling. My brother and I just like to say it. It's just imagine a soap opera, except instead of people dying and worrying about like their surgery or like if their mom's gonna beat a sickness, instead of that, you're just watching these two roided up freaks jump off of top ropes and slam each other through tables. which honestly, I don't know how that doesn't sound entertaining.
Oh, it does.
I love my dad. My dad, I was showing some to him yesterday. The 28th of April was Greek Easter, because there's a difference, a calendar and all that. And I'm a Greek boy, but I was showing my dad, because my brother and I were just talking about wrestling yesterday, and he says to me, you do know that's all fake, right, Kreat? I said, yeah, but you don't have to say that. You don't go into a movie or a play and say, oh yeah, it's great. Fake. Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's great, but yeah, it's all fake. It's like, yeah, I get it, but that's not what I'm watching it. I'm watching it to see these people do crazy stunts and, just do this over the top shit.
Is that fun?
But yeah, it's fun.
Don't you just want to have some fun?
Yeah, Mr. Kreat's dad. Or should I say Dr. Kreat? He wouldn't be very fond of me saying Mr. Kreat's dad. He would want me to say Dr. Kreat's dad. Because, oh man, that's my dad. Anyone who meets him, he makes sure that you call him Doctor. He doesn't let anyone call him Mister.
Okay. Mr. Kreat's dad, he just grabs me and throws me through a wall.
No, I'm serious. Like, he will not respond to you if you do not call him Doctor.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm being serious. He like really he really holds true and makes it well known that he's very proud of becoming a doctor. So he makes everyone call him Doctor. Just saying.
Assume, being a doctor is not an easy thing.
Yeah, I just find it funny that he is. That reminds me of a little story, and I've told Absolon this, but my father managed to get everyone to stop calling me a very harmful nickname in high school, which was creepy, because it stemmed from my nickname being Kreat, and then my brother was Kreat. It was like Kreatosaurus, and then mine was stemmed off because he's my older brother. Everyone called me Creepysaurus. Oh, and then just Creepy. That's just what they called me instead of Creedy. Creepy. Yeah, and it was Halloween one year, and a bunch of dudes were coming over to my house to just hang out, and one of them came in just to my father, who's like 6'3", like a 275-pound, very powerful man. And he comes up to him, and the dude just says like, "Oh, hey, you're Creepy's dad." And my dad, this is a young kid. This is a young kid, like just about to be a freshman in high school, in the middle of our yard, with like a bunch of people walking by, taking their kids to go get candy wherever during Halloween. And my dad just unloads on this kid. Just like, how dare you call me that? You don't ever, like that sort of thing. You won't refer to me as Dr. Dr. Kreat and all that stuff. And he like was petrified. And from that day on, no one ever called me creepy ever again. I didn't even ask my dad to do it. I was somewhat fine with the nickname, but my dad scared everybody into never calling me it again. I was just laughing at the idea that this giant man is just screaming at this this little middle school kid.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, he really takes that seriously. He even makes girlfriends of me and my brother. He's made them call him Doctor.
Dr.
Yeah.
Creticus.
Funny Crete story.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's for everybody out there. If I was ever God, you wouldn't have to worry about bugs anymore. So, vote for me when that happens next.
Yeah.
Snap.
Give me the power stones.
Yeah, give me the Infinity Gauntlet, and first thing I'll do is just wipe out bugs and make sure that all natural cycles can occur without them. So you don't have to worry about no cockroaches or spiders crawling all over your dead carcass when you're asleep.
The Infinity Stones were actually called the Soul Gems.
The Soul Gems?
Yeah, but that's a lame name. Because you already have the
Infinity Gems.
They were called the 6 Soul Gems first in the original comic, and then they changed it to Infinity Gems, and then Infinity Stones.
And then there was a Soul Stone.
Yeah, Soul Stone was part of the Infinity Gems.
I forget what each of them do individually, and don't they essentially give you omnipotence?
Yeah, there's the Power Stone, the Space Stone, Reality Stone, Stone Stone, Soul Stone, the Time Stone, and the Mind Stone. And each of them they control like an essential aspect of the universe.
So if you have the Power Stone, you're omnipotent, technically, or
you just have unlimited power. Like your strength is basically unlimited. So if you have the position of the Power Stone, you could basically bench press the Earth without any trouble. You just have as much power as you need to have, basically.
Okay.
And it also amplifies the power of all the other systems.
Oh, so it's the support and also the DPS.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
I love it.
And then there's the Space Stone, which controls all manner of space. And you could essentially control space. You could go anywhere you want in the galaxy. You could simulate sort of super speed by, just projecting yourself really fast through space. You could put yourself in multiple locations at once by bending space in a manner that, allows sort of a form of cloning or simulates the effects of it. You could stop people from moving by taking away their control of space. You could phase through matter. You could emulate telekinesis, and it just gets more crazy.
I mean, yeah, it essentially gives you the code of the universe.
But that's not even the most powerful. I think I still stand by the Reality Stone is probably, in my opinion, the most powerful out of the.
I was about to say that technically is saying you control
reality.
All facets of things.
Yeah,
just because only thing you wouldn't have control over.
Yeah, you could rewrite anything. Turn people into cupcakes.
Only thing you wouldn't have control over is ethereal things, but at that point,
does it matter?
That's for the Soul Stone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The only thing to really counter is the Soul Stone. You could attack them on an ethereal level where you just turn everything into ghosts or spirits, and then it's they don't exist in reality; they're spirits.
More than that, you can bring people back from the dead. Merge souls together. There, Gamora got control of the Infinity Gauntlet, and instead of, erasing half the universe, instead she used the Soul Gem as well as the other one to merge everybody's together, and she merged the universe, folded it on itself. So you got a version of Captain America who got Stephen Strange, so you got Captain Strange or something like that.
Oh my!
And then and you had
Captain Strange,
Spider-Man mixed with Moon Knight, and
Spider-Knight.
Yeah, Spider-Knight, and it's just really crazy because
Dude, what was it? The thing I was gonna say was I still say. Now, I'll just say this for everybody. I guess it could be somewhat of an open discussion. It's somewhat of an open discussion, even in the comments. But my take is time manipulation of any kind in any story ruins the story. That's my hot take. I think that any story that has time manipulation in it makes it worse. Because you can only defeat time powers with other time powers.
Uh-oh, Jeet.
Mm-hmm.
It's good for a big surprise. Are you talking about like time travel?
I'm just
Like,
saying, like
any kind
in
of
the first
timeline
in the
thing.
first Infinity War, which I'm
You didn't watch
assuming
it,
most
though.
people have seen, but just in case, I'll skip ahead to not spoil this. But in Infinity War, Thanos uses the Time Stone after the Avengers try to destroy one of the stones, and they do. And then he just uses the Time Stone to just reverse time, take it, yoink, and then just put it in the Gauntlet. Like, they pretty much solved one of the issues, but then time is just like, nah, I'll just do whatever I want. You know?
Yeah, but I think that was the point.
But I'm just saying that, like, it's a very easy just like plot like ruiner for me.
Yeah.
I think it just because there's so many situations where time powers can really only be beaten either by ass pull or other time powers, a la JoJo, where both of those are involved. Because in part 3 of JoJo, part 3 of JoJo has JoJo beat Dio. That's right. He also has time powers that were admittedly by Araki an ass pull because he didn't know how to beat Dio.
He made him too powerful.
Mm-hmm. I would have preferred if he didn't have time powers, then Jotaro got the time pull, or the time stopper. Or, because what he originally planned was that the world was going to have everyone's powers. Because, you know, the world would pretty much be all of them.
Yeah.
But he thought, I think that's a little bit too powerful. So he just gave him time stop abilities.
Yeah.
And it's just... I just think it ruins most stories. Unless the story is specifically about time travel, I just think time manipulation of any kind is just an easy way of ruining it, because you know how they're going to lose. Because anyone with time manipulation technically shouldn't lose.
So you watched Infinity War.
Yes.
What'd you think of it, aside from...
I thought it was great.
Nice.
Thought it was a lot of fun, and I thought all the Thanos lines were really good.
Yeah,
They were
Josh
quotable.
Brolin did really good.
Yeah, Josh Brolin is a good boy.
Yeah.
Crazy. He was in Deadpool and Infinity War that year.
I really hope that eventually, and I've said this before, but I really hope somewhere down the line they have a cameo plan for Stan Lee to be the one above all, because I know everyone talks about a scene where he's with the Watchers and people think he's one of the Watchers.
Yeah.
But I want there to be a scene where in one of the Spider-Man movies, they take that one scene where the one above all actually shows up and speaks to Spider-Man directly. He's one of the few heroes who actually has that privilege of speaking to the true supreme being of the Marvel Omniverse.
Yeah. Yep.
I really want that. That's like the only way for it to go, honestly. I just want him to be that. Anything less will be disgraceful. And it will be pitiful. A pitiful attempt.
I hope to remember you. Oh boy.
You know what was a really good movie? Spider-Man Homecoming. Oh wait, no. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
Yeah. That was a really
good.
movie.
Even Hideo Kojima thought it was really good. He thought it was the best movie of the year.
Really?
Yeah. He made tweets about his things like, "Oh, it was fantastic, great story, animation, all that. That was the best movie that came out." I remember someone posted like a long line of tweets that of Kojima talking about movies he saw that year, and at the very end, like he gave like these huge like glowing reviews about like, "Wow, really good, incredible acting, great story, animation, all that stuff," and then at the very end it said, "I saw Captain Marvel."
Haha.
Yeah, I saw that meme.
Because Captain Marvel wasn't good. It's not a good movie. I pirated it and I still felt cheated.
It was
I didn't like it. It was really bad.
I think it's just one of the, like, movies of the MCU that just took itself like a little bit too seriously.
Other than Thor 2, I know this because I know you said that I think the Marvel movies are overrated, but I do agree with the one video you sent me about we've taken it for granted. I do agree. Only counting 2 movies, Captain Marvel and Thor 2. There's only technically been 2 objectively bad movies out of the 23, is it now? Because of an Endgame being one?
Yeah,
so
23.
So I have 23 movies, if only 2 of them were bad. Like,
we're kind of
Or, yeah, it's like bad to at their best. And that's, like the guy said, even Pixar couldn't do that.
Made more duds.
Yeah,
Pixar made more duds than that.
I mean, they were still making 10 out of 10 movies for a while. Then Cars 2 happened, and then that's where everything got bad. But
suddenly everything went downhill.
But Marvel has made consistent 6 to 9s pretty consistently in all respect. Like they made a range of, I'd say actually more like 5 to 9s. Yeah, that's why I say that's their general range. Which me saying 5 is average, and that's pretty good. That's a small feat.
The worst movies are they're just watchable. Even their worst movies,
yeah.
If
it was
I think it's
TV.
The best way to describe the MCU is like a long-running TV show.
It is.
That every episode is just like a blockbuster.
Blockbuster budget. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think probably the MCU has done the most, maybe I'm gonna say it, probably one of the most successful adaptations of superhero to the big screen.
I'd say it's the most.
Yeah.
The most, of course.
Because it's
speaks for itself.
I mean, what
success
other than Sam Raimi and some of the Christopher Reeve Superman movies and the Dark Knight trilogy? What else is there besides those?
The Tim Burton Batman movie.
Tim Burton Batman movie. I really like it. I need to watch it again. Just sort of
Michael Keaton.
Yeah, I remember that one. I just need to watch it again. One of my favorite little tidbits from what's his name, the Nostalgia Critic, because that's one of his favorite movies. Is there's one part where the Joker is calling somebody, or Batman calls somebody, and is then a helicopter arrives. It was either Batman or the Joker, and they call a helicopter and said, "Okay, I'll be there in 10 minutes." And 10 minutes of screen time actually passed before the helicopter shows up. And I love that kind of cool. I love that kind of little detail. Also, Tim Burton gave explicit reason why he made Batman's head not able to turn around. Where he had to do it, he had to move his entire body. He said he wanted to give him a more...
He wanted to move different?
No, he didn't want that. He wanted it to be more... give it more of an off feeling, to make him look more intimidating. Because it's yes, Batman's... Batman's sort of a different kind of person. He doesn't move naturally. Gives him that kind of alien or, just really more mysterious kind of vibe. I like that. I like it when people take weird risks like that.
That's pretty interesting, Kreat.
Thanks, man.
Thanks you for sharing that.
Yeah, man. Now I just gotta see Endgame. Go.
It's I think it's worth
anything else
money.
you want to comment? Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah, of course.
It's worth the money, you think, Absalon?
I saw it twice. I think that it's a pretty good send-off to the Infinity Saga, which has been in the making for
10 years.
10 years, yeah. I remember just watching Endgame. I just remember going and seeing Iron Man in 2008 with my dad, and it brought back strong emotions for me because I was there. I was lucky enough to be a witness to the birth of probably one of the most successful long-running
movie franchises of all time.
Yeah, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I was there. I saw it, and I'm like, wow.
I mean, how I was gonna say it's technically our generation's Star Wars.
It is.
Yeah,
because
I would say
we're all building up to this big watershed moment of all these storylines and all these characters showing up at one big final boss. And I personally think that I sort of want to say that Marvel is kind of done after this. I think it really is just gonna.
What would they do?
I really think it's just gonna.
Guardians 3.
They'll do Guardians 3, and then they'll probably, if they really want, they'll probably try and get X-Men in there. And
I was thinking they would try to like do Galactus, because they did buy Fox, and Fox owns the Fantastic Four, and so that also includes Galactus.
That's like the only.
And I wouldn't mind watching that.
That's like the only direction I could see them go.
But I feel like, do I need to wait another 10 years?
No, I don't. I think that this is like I can just look at this and just say, yeah, this is it. That's the end.
Yeah, because I definitely remember it too.
I'm not gonna spoil anything.
Absalon. I also went to see the first Iron Man with my dad and my brother, and that was like really cool. So
yeah. Wow, that was the same for me. I saw it with my dad and my brother.
Yeah.
Did your dad cover your eyes during the sex scene?
No.
Because
it only happened for like a second.
Yeah, it was silhouetted. Yeah. It's not like you saw anything.
Yeah, Tony Stark took a girl and threw her onto a mattress, and then he ate her alive.
No, he just like assimilated her. He was actually the Iron Man suit.
Post.
Oh no!
He actually was the Iron Man suit. He just like consumed her, and then for the rest of the movie and for the rest of the entire Infinity, until Endgame, is actually the reporter or the lady from the first movie who was walking around in Robert Downey Jr.'s body like a skin suit. That's my theory.
Yeah, man.
Man.
Mad Pat sponsor.
Oh god,
dude, just
now. Now we're gonna see the Infinity Gauntlet in the thumbnail, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're gonna see it.
I mean, I was kind of planning it.
Yeah, I was gonna think that.
Oh wow.
It's gonna be like yogurt, like holding it there and like about to put one more of the stones in there, or could be really Blue trying to steal it from her.
Yeah, that could work.
Yeah.
Speaking of
what?
Jeet Quits.
Jeet Quits.
Oh no!
We finally come. This is what we've all been waiting for. This is our 10 years in the making.
This is our end game.
Oh wow! Wow.
This is the second to last episode. This is Infinity War, and then the next one is Endgame. This is our version.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, this is episode 9.
Yeah, that's it. This is the 9th year of Luck Based.
Yeah, we've been going on for almost a decade.
I wonder if we...
I'm so honored, guys.
Yeah. Tell us.
He's about to...
Why are you quitting?
No.
Okay.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, I know.
But I know. Burnout is a real thing.
Yeah. That's what... It's to be expected from any artist, really, of any kind. Even, like, pro manga artists or comic artists kind of get burnt out on drawing that stuff, and they take breaks. They go to do whatever, and then come back when they're feeling more refreshed. That's kind of what the... That's kind of what the guys who are doing... the guys who do the Team Fortress 2 comics, like, they're all fine with it, the and all that. It's just that they're trying to, like, wait for the stars to align where they could actually work on them again. But they took a break because they're like, yeah, we're really tired, and we want to take a break from this for a little bit and get right back to it.
Yeah.
And nowadays, more companies are starting to realize, it seems like pushing people till they fucking snap isn't good for worker morale. So giving them more breaks is that
probably a good thing.
That's something I really want to tell like people, because I know a lot of people nowadays and our age are all about like the man, sleep is for the weak. Nah, dude. True
sleep.
Yeah, true pro tip from artists. Sleep. Sleep. Take breaks. Enjoy yourself. The one.
I don't follow that, and I regret it immensely.
Well, I mean, you're in college, and it's just what happens. But I'm saying the people who choose to not sleep more, like no, you will be floored.
You'll be miserable, man.
No, I'm saying you will be floored.
I lost it cost me my front tooth.
Oh my god.
Thanks.
Really?
Yeah. I have a fake tooth right now.
Really?
I've been having it since college. Yeah, it was during my college years. But back in the day, I probably overworked myself, without that much rest. It was during I think it was an art class. Was it basic to drawing or something? Yeah, it was an art class. Yeah, probably one of those. Drawing 2. I was carrying my work to submit to the professor. By the next thing I knew it, I was on the floor with a broken tooth. I'm like, with everyone surrounding me, like, what the hell happened? Is this a dream? Like, shit, is this a dream? And I saw, across the room, I saw my tooth just right there. Like, oh shit. Oh no.
Did you like fall? You were tired and you fell and you hit your mouth, or?
According to the eyewitnesses, I just kind of fell over, like, just dropped and hit the fucking chalkboard, and fell into the floor. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I didn't even know what happened. What the?
Dude, that's fucking crazy. I mean,
crazy. So sleep, guys. Sleep.
Yeah, also, I was hospitalized because of poor sleep and physical care of myself. I was hospitalized for that. The thing is that like people generally like to think, oh man, if I just keep doing, if I just keep going at it and not rest and take a break, then I'll get better faster. But here's the thing: sleeping and taking a break allows your brain to rest and take in information, and also it freshens you up to where you aren't stuck on it, and your brain can be like, all right, I'll solve this problem later. Let me take in what I know, think about it a little bit, and I'll come back and get to it. And also, having a proper sleep schedule has been scientifically and medically proven. I worked in a hospital. Has been scientifically and medically proven to increase physical health, physical output, and mental health. Like that, people really underestimate how important sleep is. And yeah, so that's our free tip of the day. Fucking sleep. If you like,
go. What Samuel L. Jackson said. Go the fuck to sleep.
Yeah.
Ever saw that audio book? Go the fuck to sleep by Samuel L. Jackson.
So good.
Love that.
Yeah. How long have we been going? Let's see, what's the time?
How long have we been going?
For like a couple hours.
I don't think a couple hours, but
is it an hour and a half?
Maybe, I think.
Hour? 2 hours, yeah.
Anything else you want to ask me or talk about, or anything?
If you want to do.
How do you draw the good?
How do you? Yeah, do you get good at art?
Can I like steal your art talents? Can I like suck it out of you? Like, be good.
He wants you to suck.
Oh no. It's probably different for different people though, but I keep doing it. I really don't have. Just keep going at it, I guess. Surround yourself with people who are better than you, and they'll be willing to give you a few tips, because I actually work. I actually do art for a living. My day job. And I feel like I'm still not up to their caliber, and I still have to keep trying.
That's everybody. Everybody is in that situation where we all see that person that we want to, or who inspires us to keep getting better, and we always think of gotta keep going up, gotta keep grinding.
Yeah, just don't hurt yourself on the way up there.
So you see, art is not luck based.
Wow, really? I would never know.
It takes hard work, guys. It just does.
Just because you do, a little bit of work here and there, you're not going to be popular in 5 seconds. Got to work for it. Sorry to say, man.
Also, there was something else that I wanted to say. It sort of falls in line with the sleep thing, because I know a lot of people our age or just in this current day are all about oh man, I can't waste time. I gotta keep doing things. Can't stop to take a break.
Yeah.
Now the thing is that one of my favorite quotes and one of the things I've taken to heart recently is, "Time enjoyed is not time wasted." Taking a break and enjoying yourself for a little bit is not a hindrance. That's a very good thing. I trust me. You are talking to a guy. You're talking to two guys right now, or listening to two guys who have had physical damage inflicted upon them because of their lack of taking care of themselves. It does not net anything good. It just makes you really mad, really tired, and it can hurt you. Like I said, I was hospitalized for 2 days because of physical exhaustion and other things.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah, enjoy yourself. Don't worry too much. Be consistent, work hard, and take a break. You can't finish the whole thing in one day. But laying bricks every day, like, I remember my dad told me this. He said Rome wasn't built in a day, but bricks were laid every day. That's the thing. Like, so long as you're consistent, you work hard, and you stay true to it, it'll get done. You'll get to what you want to do. But treat yourself right in the process. Because Absolon and I have a friend who wanted to be like another artist we know who worked himself to death and now has legitimate migraines and gets carpal tunnel and can only draw at certain times of the year because of the literal physical pain it causes him. So and he says, I want to be like that. And we said, no, you're fucking retarded. Don't do that.
It's not something you want to pursue. Be patient, treat your body right. It's only body.
My parents thought like, I probably had something wrong with my heart. No, the doctor just basically said it. Like, it's lack of sleep.
I remember when I had to like.
Not fun.
Create.
What'd you say?
Maybe not. Cut that part out.
I didn't even hear it.
No.
I was just gonna say like I remember talking to you about you not sleeping.
Oh yeah, there was stretches where I wouldn't. There were stretches of time where I wouldn't sleep for. I didn't sleep for 3, almost 4 days, and it ended up with me crashing and not even getting anything done.
Yeah, it doesn't benefit anybody. Don't.
It just made all my friends really upset, and you don't want to do that.
Yeah. But I think we can all agree that patience is a virtue, and we should have more of it. We get better at our own pace. We shouldn't try to force ourselves to be gooder. That doesn't mean don't challenge yourself, but just know when to quit. Just know when to take a break. Don't do irreversible damage to yourself just because you want to draw like some guy you know on DeviantArt. There's nothing wrong with having goals. Just know when to pace yourself.
Yeah, man. Just
man,
treat yourself right.
Yeah.
No one else will for you.
Only body you got. Treat it right. Live a good, healthy life.
Do that, man, and do what you like. Anything else for today?
No, that's really all I can think of. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, you good with that?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Jeet, it was a real pleasure having you. Glad you could be on the podcast.
Sweet, dude. It was fun.
I hope you can come back for another one.
Sorry. Yeah. Of course. Sorry, I didn't really say much, but
you talked a lot.
Said enough.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's it then.
Right.
What were you gonna say?
Hey. No, hold on, man. Hold on, guys. I got you in my trap. Both of you.
What the fuck?
You're both in my trap. I got the Infinity Gauntlet now, guys.
Oh, shit.
Let me snap half the DeviantArt out right now.
Oh, no.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh, fuck.
Do it.
Absolutely. I don't feel so good.
Fuck you, man.
Artist luck base. As it should be.